Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to Starcraft English commentary. I'm going to continue on with the Flash Sale, the Flash Pro League, the Flashathon. It's going to be Flash versus random guys on internet. Only this time around, it's not going to be random. I told you in a previous video that Flash was playing against Action, but I mistook it for another video. But here it is in real, Flash versus Action. Is this a rematch? Maybe Flash versus Effort was an old rivalry. Did Flash ever have any kind of rivalries with Action in the past? If you know about any kind of those stories, please let me know because I don't remember. Because TvZ is not my thing either. But anyways, yeah, this is gonna be part of the DPL daily pro leagues, and the fundings went off the roof today when Flash is playing. But you know what? Flash is classified as the weakest player in his team. And Killer is the weakest player in the other team. So right now the other pro gamers are saying Flash is the same level as Killer. So that's not good. But anyways, I'm not gonna spoil the results, so just watch all of those games. And by the way, if you don't already know, then you're gonna be having access to no ads on the Namcraft YouTube channel for the next 24 hours. Actually, the no ads happened from from yesterday. So all of the games that you watched in the semifinal number 2 did not have any ads, and that was made possible thanks to the work of this man right here, Matt. So you just gotta have to thank him, and I also like to thank you, Matt. So that's it. Let's move on with the game, guys. It's gonna be Deja Vu, the map. Let me just quickly show you the map artifact. There it is, and Flash located at the top right. Action is located somewhere on this map. This is going to be a 4-player map, and here are the map stats. As you can see, for Deja Vu, 49% win rate for Zerg, so the matchup is quite balanced. Let's see how Flash will fare against his opponent here. Looks like we're going to be having what is it, a 14 CC from Flash. This is very ballsy. Flash, I mean, if anyone could pull it off, it's gonna be Flash. Of course, that is the story in the old days. As for the new days, I'm not so sure. I don't know how much. Oh my god, Flash got discovered. Let's look at his reaction on screen right now. His reaction says, oh, no emotions, whatever. But I mean, this drone coming out early like this could signify two things. One is that it's a 9 pool, and his opponent is located very close to him. And the other option is that it is a 12 hatch, and he's very far cross map location. Because yeah, sometimes when you go for 12 hatch, you want to make sure that the Terran player doesn't have anything in the middle of the map, you know, like some hidden barracks or forward barracks or something like that. So I think both could be a possibility, but with the way that it looks, I'm gonna tend towards the 12 hatch scenario here. Looks like as he's gonna try to come into scout, he must go to scout now because his opponent has discovered him, so he must discover his opponent as well. And maybe I have spoken about this a couple of times before, and some of you have asked me about it. But you know, there's something that I know that I term myself a kind of Starcraft terminology, which is the elimination of possible differences in intel early on in the game. And what that means is this, right? It means that at the beginning of the game, you have perfect symmetry in terms of how much intel you and the other guy has. But as soon as one of the player makes a scouting decision, we're going to be having some differences. So by sheer will of God, one player will be scouting in the right direction and the other guy might not be, right? So there's going to be a difference in intel right away, and that early difference in the early stage of the game might lead to some devastating consequences for the guy with an unluckier draw. So if you are a strong player, what you want to do is scout at the timing, or scout in the direction such that you are going to be able to negate any of those differences in intel, so that the game will actually be very balanced in the early stage, and the game will drag on, and you're going to have a chance to shine later on with your actual skill level, and not leave it to just sheer luck in the beginning part of the game. So in these scenarios, you know that, for example, if you are Flash, you know that your enemy is going to be, if your enemy is located at the bottom right of the screen, he will come out and scout anti-clockwise, because Zerg will always scout towards your expansion, right? So if the action is located at the bottom right, he's gonna scout anti-clockwise. He will see Flash's expansion first, and he's gonna back. But the moment he sees the SCV is constructing the command set, is gonna back down. I guess on this map maybe he will reveal himself a little bit, but I'm not so sure. But on some other maps like Vermeer or Polypoint, you can actually not reveal the overlord at all. So in those kind of instances, Zerg will have a huge advantage if he's located at the bottom right and Terran is located at the top right area of the screen. To negate that, the Terran should always scout clockwise. You need to always go towards the bottom right of the map first, so if the Zerg is located there, he would find him very soon, and that would negate any kind of differences in intel early on. So that is my theory on that. I hope that works, and some of you have asked us about this in the past, so I'm just gonna just reply to you. Maybe I'll reply to some of your other comments now, because I think those are very similar comments. Some of you guys have asked me to put padding, you know, to this anti-spoiler, you know, block at the beginning, excuse me, at the end of each video, so that you don't know exactly what the timing of that, you know, of the end of, oh my god, flashy boy, you are not that good still, so you need to kind of brush up with your micro skills. Very unfortunate for Flash to lose that vulture very early on. But back to the story of the padding block. So I know that many of you have asked for it, and I have made it a conscious choice to provide it to you. You know, but I have to say this. So first of all, I would not do it for all of the videos. I would do it in a very random fashion, because I want it to be a very, very nice surprise for all of you. So you don't know which, you know, which games would have it, you know, exactly how long would it be, right? Sometimes I put 2 or 3 different clips to pad. Sometimes I put only 1. Sometimes a very, very long clip. Oh my god, Goliaths need to attack against the Mutilus. We have 1 turret. 1 turret is under construction. Goliaths need to attack that, and Flash respawn with the Goliath, as you can see, was very late. He's, I think his SCV building, one of the turrets was sniped, but he's gonna actually come out now with more stuff. But anyways, back to the story of the padding. So if you've noticed, sometimes you don't see the padding, sometimes you do, and sometimes it's a very, very long one, sometimes it's a very, very short one, because I want to keep you, you know, guessing. So that is part of my intention. By the way, you know, having the padding is actually not good for the YouTuber, because one of you have asked this in the comments. I'm just going to reply here so that everyone will understand. And I think you have said that, right? That Artosis and also all of the other casters, they say they don't really like the padding for this reason. So the padding is not really something that you would watch, right? It's some kind of lame, you know, lame clip that you put at the end. So people would usually skip when they see the padding, right? Which will lead to the video having lower average minutes viewed or percentage views completed, right? Oh my god, Action was not paying attention. He's gonna be losing some Mutilus. So that is gonna lead to that video being deranked or ranked lower in the algorithm. So most of us don't like it, but just to let you know, I don't really freaking care, because I think most of my views come from repeated viewers. I have very low percentage of, you know, new viewers, because why? Because I'm a crazy mofo. I'm just so freaking like psychotic, as you already know. So anybody who comes to my channel would just immediately leave. The moment they first hear me yada yada yada, they just leave, and that is completely fine, because that is the intent purpose. You know, that is I'm gonna talk about another theory of early what is it, elimination of, oh my god, this huge lurker, freaking goddamn sea of lurkers arriving now, and looks like Action's gonna try to bust his enemy's front door, but is it gonna be successful? It looks like not yet. Is there scanned? There is no scan. The lurkers is gonna decide to, I need to either go in or not. Sorry, there was a bit of lag on the stream, but anyways, looks like things are stabilizing now. So anyways, back on the battlefield, looks like Action's gonna try to bust Flash. He's got how many lurkers remaining? 1 lurker is way too far back. He's gonna try to snipe the turret. The turret's not yet completed. The lurker's gonna glitch himself in, but 1 lurker's in. Oh my god, Action! You glitched the lurker too early, and now we need to have a scan. It looks like he's gonna be destroying the turret, so that's gonna be very nice. So the scanner is gonna come up now. Looks like the turret's complete, though the turret dies at the last minute. So there's still 3 lurkers remaining. Flash is in some serious trouble. He's trying to get out of here alive. He's gonna try to hide his Goliaths all the way back. That's gonna be very, very nice, because the scanners are up. Looks like Flash is gonna move across now. Some Zerg's attack. 1 lurker died right away. The other lurker is still alive now. It's within reach of the turret, so it dies. Only 1 lurker remains, and that lurker is actually covering the, you know, the ramp. So any forces moving down the ramp is gonna get attacking, but it looks like at the last minute that lurker dies. That lurker dies, so all of these Goliaths gonna get repaired, and Flash is stabilized. Flash is health, guys. So the things, you know, the game's gonna progress from here. But anyways, back to my story. What is I talking about? I was saying that padding is not good, and most of the YouTubers don't like it, but I would just pad it anyways, because I'm a psychotic person, and anyone who come on my channel, they're just completely leave, because they cannot stand my voice and my screaming attitude and all that stuff. So I think I'd prefer to say that Namcraft is an acquired taste. Don't you think that Namcraft is something that you grow to love after you hate for so long, right? If that is the case, please leave me a comment trying to cheer me out. But if it's not the case, you know, just that's fine. Just leave me, because I'm psychotic, like I told you. But anyway, speaking of something else, I think I find this. This is gonna be another theory that I posit out there for you guys, and I think you will find this theory useful in real life. And that theory is the purposeful. What is it? what is the word I'm looking for? It's very hard to describe this concept. I have not yet come up with a very concise and nice way to actually describe what I want to say. It looks like we're going to be having third base coming out for action now at the 10th question. So basically, this is what it is, right? So, I would purposefully demonstrate the negative aspects of something to people that I interact with in the hope of that person, discovering the cold and hard facts as soon as possible. So if they're not the type that are compatible with me or with my mission or with my goal, they would leave very early, and that would save both of us times, basically. And this, it's a very long way to describe a very simple concept, but maybe you just need to bear with me here. So, for example, if you're an HR manager, and you are hiring people for your company, right? And your company's got a very specific culture. And if that culture is, for example, working late, working hard, and very stressful environment, what you want to do is you want to attract those kind of people, right? You want to attract people who are resilient, who are strong, who are hungry for power, money, sex, love, drugs, whatever, right? So you need to kind of not cherry things up. You need to actually just be very straight and forward about that that environment. And in the first interview, you need to slap it to their face. You need to say, for example, you would just ask him or her very taunting questions, very demeaning questions, and test their ability to kind of withstand the environment. And after the interview is over, you need to kind of apologize and say that was part of the test, right? So I would often like to do that. So if I meet some person, I'd like to show that person the meanest part of me to see how much that person can withstand. And if he shows that, okay, he can kind of withstand, then I would apologize and we would become buddies later. So very similar for, with you guys, my viewers. I don't want to share things up and, so, oh my God, I'm a kind of like, I love everybody kind of caster. No, I'm a very mean and very annoying and very toxic caster, commentator. And so if you can stand it, good. Welcome. And I will give you the best of the best later. Anyways, looks like Ashen's gonna give us the best of the best right now. He's surrounding from both sides, but it's not gonna be enough. Looks like this mech force is too much for Action to handle. We might see GG incoming now. GG, call by Actions. So Flash has won his first ever DPL game. And what is his reaction? It definitely is not gonna be Actions. It's gonna be a reaction, and his reaction on screen is looking very good. He's very happy. Thanks for watching. If you like this guys, video, buy me coffee. Enjoy the no ads experience for the next 24 hours. See you soon. Bye bye.